What's up guys, CJ here and welcome back to another all-new Hybrid Network SDCC update, coming at you with a brand new footage description for the latest Venom trailer, which just debuted at Hall H moments ago. The footage was reportedly epic, chock full of violent symbiote action, and it sounds like everything you could want in a Venom movie, but the VFX was apparently still pretty rough, so it's unlikely the trailer is going to be released online anytime soon. But you know, we had guys on the inside and we can't leave you empty-handed, so we've gotten an in-depth description of the footage to tide you over till you see it for yourself later. The trailer opens with Eddie Brock in a convenience store, the same one we saw in the first trailer, and he's clearly very shaken. And there's a woman in the store who knows him and tells him he looks like shit, telling him basically to go home and meditate, which, I mean, yeah, good luck with that. Back home, Eddie is still visibly not right. I mean, he attempts to meditate, he lies on the floor, but basically memories of running through the woods and stuff flash through his mind, and he wakes up and smacks his face on the couch, so he frantically turns to pills, he calls someone and tells them he's not feeling good, and suddenly he wakes up, and we then see him walking through an alleyway before he sees the symbiote staring back at him in a reflection on a car window before he's thrown against the wall. The trailer then cuts to Riz Ahmed's character Carlton Drake, who states that humans are basically expendable, they're basically disposable, but joining with symbiotes is the future. And we see his Life Foundation experiment on a man who is almost snapped in half by a symbiote before we see Eddie tested on himself. The trailer jumps to action shots of Eddie beating up guys in his apartment with the help of the symbiote, which we saw in that second trailer, and the symbiote holding off two cars that are trying to crush Eddie's motorcycle, which kind of seems like it's part of that same sequence we've been seeing throughout both trailers. We see a scene of Eddie talking to the symbiote, which emerges from him basically to talk face to face, and Venom tells him that his old life is gone, but Eddie stresses to the symbiote that he doesn't want to hurt anyone. And we see here that Venom can basically more or less regenerate Eddie. We see Eddie's really badly banged up, and the symbiote actually basically heals him. The rest of the trailer, though, is more or less an action-heavy sizzle reel. Venom licks a guy's face, great way to start. Drake admires the symbiote. Eddie likes the power, he starts to like the power, and Michelle Williams' character, who's the romantic interest in the movie, doesn't like the sound of that. A female symbiote, maybe Agony for those of you familiar with the Children of Venom in the comics, throws spikes out of her back, and we see Venom turn his arms into axes and slice through a group of enemies. And then we see that Drake himself is a symbiote and goes toe-to-toe with Eddie and Venom. But the trailer ends on a really funny sequence, apparently. The woman from the convenience store in the beginning is being harassed by this dude, and Venom walks up and threatens to eat the guy's face off. And so this guy is obviously shook. He goes, "What the hell are you?" before Venom and Eddie drop the "We are Venom" line and bite the guy's head off. And then Eddie, walks out of the suit and tells the woman, "Good night." All in all, the trailer sounds incredible, and personally, I cannot wait to see it. I mean, the inclusion of other symbiotes is something we'd expected for months now, but to have it confirmed is just incredible. Personally, I was not expecting Drake himself to actually be one, and I'm going to be really interested to see how they play, what are usually portrayed as Venom's offspring in the comics in this film. It seems like they'll all just be, I guess, different versions of the symbiote or different individual symbiotes from the same species. We'll just have to wait. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, but that's going to do it for me here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. Signing off, this is CJ.